A man named John bought his first house. He was a struggling artist who really wanted to make a dent in the art world. When he painted, he would look for subjects that would stir people's curiosity and growing interest. He found it intriguing that there was such an interest to so many people on the spirit world and the possibility of speaking to other people in other dimensions. He decided to paint a picture depicting that we truly are not alone. Whenever John painted, he got immersed in his work, so much that he would research his current topic. He became so interested that he completely lost himself in his research. Ignoring the concern of his friends, he continued to delve into the notion that he could speak with souls. He bought a number of books on the subject. He even went so far as to look for ways to possibly hypnotize himself. He found a book and tape that said that it claimed to show him what was lurking behind his consciousness. He played the tape while he painted. Quickly, he began to feel as if he was becoming more sensitive to spirits around him. He became excited about it, and he played the tape again and again. The more John became obsessed, the more others began to convince him that he was not well. But he wanted his discovery to remain a secret, so he persuaded his contractor to make a key into the studio. Then, he would have a place to listen to the tape without further scrutiny. In a moment of epiphany, he decided it would be ingenious to make a small button on the clock. As there were 11 hands in the painting he was working on, the button would be on the number 11. The contractor hesitated, but he feared this man's sanity if he refused, since he had been so amazed at his idea and expected it just to be done. John went to a psychologist, but often stared at the man's forehead and paid absolutely no attention to him. After taking the MMPI, a psychological personality test, it became clear to the doctor that John seemed to be losing all sense of reality. The doctor began prescribing medication and explained to John that he might be suffering from schizophrenia. John took the pills, but he often felt as they were stopping him from discovering something important. When John finally finished the painting, he had tried so many times to sell it, but to no avail. No one wanted to buy what they called a creepy painting. He became more and more depressed, but he realized that maybe he should try just to relax, so he stopped going to the doctor and taking the medication on his own. One day, he decided to listen to another tape. The moment he did, he began to see and hear things. John became paranoid that something was going to happen, so he began to do some strange things. He had to write himself a note so he wouldn't forget how to work the key to the studio. He hid his journal in a place that he thought no one would look, then left a note for himself so he wouldn't forget where it was. He'd kept razors with his art supplies, but he was afraid what he would do if he had one in his hands. So he used the red paint as glue and stuck them in the nearest container he had on hand. Then one day, John woke up underneath his bed. There was blood under the bed and the bloody shape of a small child in the sheets. This was the end of his rope. Now just as John decided that the only thing he could do was to stop this matters was to end his life, they came for him. The hands he had imagined as he had painted the picture came out from hiding in his subconscious and attacked him.